temperatures look to finish off the week rather chilly. I'll be back with some more updates on those severe storms in southwest Kansas later on.
Another reason why at Cambridge Family Dentistry, you have something to
Hey,
smile.
Sherry.
Hi. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear your TV too.
Well, I haven't moved into the room yet.
Oh, okay.
We were under a severe weather watch, so I just wanted to hear real quick.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
It says that it's getting ready. It looks like she's warming up right now, and then I guess she'll be able to hear us.
Okay. Oops. I'm getting my water. Mostly everywhere with the bottle. Okay, I'm gonna move it into my room. Okay. Hopefully my battery will stay for 45 minutes. Okay. I see your name in the middle. It says
Yeah,
Velva.
I see yours. Yeah.
Okay. I'm guessing she'll come on when it starts.
Yeah. Do you see her there on the floor?
On the top, yeah.
Yeah, that's her.
Okay, so she'll come in the big part of the screen in a minute?
Yes.
Okay.
And then other people will be logging on.
Okay. One of our former students was found dead in a ditch this morning.
What?
He's 26, but yeah.
Oh my God, what happened?
They say homicide. I don't know.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's horrible.
I don't get it.
Ugh.
He must have been involved with drugs or something.
Oh gosh. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I'm already sore from yesterday.
And if there's something that you feel uncomfortable doing, just ask her to show you a modification.
Okay. I did a lot of planting and stuff yesterday.
Oh yeah, we did that this past weekend.
Saturday, yeah. It made me sore.
Oh yeah.
I don't have a yoga mat, but I'm on my carpet.
Okay. Oh, she's connecting now.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Oh.
Hi, guys.
Hi there.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you,
How's everybody
doing?
doing?
Good.
I'm good. The pollen has got me. Whew.
Oh, it's horrible.
But, yeah, it's like apparently it was like the highest like recorded levels of pollen or something like that.
Yeah, I saw
I
that
might
on
not be right about that. It's something really big.
Yeah, I believe it.
Actually, considering that it's that high, I'm doing pretty good. So,
Yeah.
but I can still feel it in my throat.
I can too.
Yeah, it's horrible. It's like I was saying, it's just not the time to have any symptoms, you know? Even if like you've had allergies your whole life, it's still
I
just not the time.
No, it's
You're
not.
like,
It's really it's
is
bad
that
timing.
normal? Is that normal? Yeah. Is there anything special anybody wants to do tonight?
Stretches for back.
Okay. Like your lower back or your upper back?
The whole thing.
I know. I'm sitting here thinking about classes. I'm like, everybody needs props. I can't. There's things I can't do.
Oh,
If we don't have props. But okay.
okay. Sherry, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay.
I'm just trying to stretch out my sore legs
Oh, okay.
from yesterday.
You can ask her to do leg stretches.
Oh, that's okay. I think I just need the whole thing. My lower back is always bad anyway. I'm just doing my breathing right now.
Okay. Hi.
Hey. All right. Well, let's go ahead and get started. So find a comfortable seat at the top of your mat. And so find the space between your hip bones. And find your low belly. Imagine pulling your hip bones together to a center spot and then straight back towards your spine. So try to keep this slightly engaged. It doesn't have to be super, super tight, like the hardest engagement you have, but just kind of a gentle engagement and pulling back. And so this will help support your low back as we sit. And then turn your palms up either on the tops of your knees, or you can bring one hand on top of the other in your lap, just somewhere where your shoulders feel relaxed. And close your eyes. And so just allow your breath to follow its natural pattern. Just for a few breaths, and let your attention rest right at the crown of your head. So right at the center, top of your head, there's a little quarter-sized shaped circle. And just set your attention right there, just like a butterfly resting on your head. It's that light. And so see if you can stay so focused on this space that maybe you even start to feel some sensation there. And, you know, maybe you don't, that's okay. If anytime a thought comes up or you find yourself caught up in a storyline or some thinking, just drop it and bring your attention right back to that spot at the top of your head. And then draw your attention back down to your breath. Just for a breath or two, really notice your inhale and your exhale. And notice how deep your inhale feels and how complete your exhale feels. And then maybe notice how everything kind of tightens up at the top of your inhale, and there's a big release as you exhale. So then as you exhale these next couple times, see if you can just exaggerate that release. So as you exhale, can you relax your eyes a little bit more, your shoulders a little bit more? Your feet, your hands. And then let's find a rhythm between inhale and exhale. So start to make your inhales and exhales a little bit deeper and a little bit longer. And then count your next inhale and match your exhale. So keep up this even rhythmic pattern to your breath. Really take a second to just notice the pattern in your body. And this is the breath pattern I want you to try to continue throughout class. If you want to constrict the back of your throat and add resonance for Ujjayi Pranayama, that's totally fine too. Otherwise, just stick with this even, metered, rhythmic inhale and exhale. Let's bring palms together at heart center. We'll open with 3 rounds of pranama Om. You can bow your heads to your hands and set a dedication or an intention for your practice if you'd like. And then as you're ready, drop your hands to your knees. Good. Lift the center of your chest up and drop your chin to your chest. So really feel broad and open through your collarbones. Press your shoulder blades down. And then interlace your fingers and take them to the back of your head and add a little bit of weight. So you're just kind of adding a little weight to bring your chin down towards your chest. But make sure when you do this that you keep the center of your chest lifting up and you don't send your chest back behind you. So the center of your chest keeps reaching up and your chin is reaching towards your chest. And if that hurts, just back off with the pressure. Take one more big deep breath. And then release your hands. Take your right ear to your right shoulder. And gently press your left shoulder down. And then reach up with your right hand the outside of your left head, your left side of your head. And just add a little bit of weight, increasing the stretch. You can walk your left fingertips out on the floor. And deep even breaths. And then release your head. Drop your head back, lift your chin up. And then take your fingers underneath your jaw and just slide them down the skin, fast on the front of your throat. You're going to slide them and pull out a little bit of pressure all the way down to underneath your collarbones. And you can do this a couple times. You can kind of do it from the left and the right. And then do it one more time and hold your fingers down underneath your collarbone and then look over to the right. Really squeeze your jaw shut. And then look over to the left. Squeeze your jaw shut. And then one more time through center. And bring your head back up. Take your left ear to your left shoulder. Right shoulder presses down, left hand to your head. Again, you can walk your right fingertips out on the floor. Take one more big deep breath. And then release your head as you're ready. Circle your head around to the right a couple times. So take your time, go as fast or as slow as you like. And after 2 or 3 times to the right, go to the left. And then after an equal number of times, come back up through center. And reach your arms out and overhead. Bring your palms together. Interlace your fingers and turn your palms to the sky. So try to stay connected at your pinky fingers. That's usually where this falls apart. And then press your arms up to the sky to rock your shoulders down your back. And reach your pinky fingers behind you. And find your low belly again, that space between your hip bones. As you inhale, reach up with your side body and a little side bend over to the right. So it's not supported. You may not go as far as you usually do. Keep your shoulders relaxed. And then inhale, come back up through center. And keep your fingers interlaced. Try to get your pinky fingers. Inhale, reach up. Exhale to the left. And look up underneath your left arm. Ground down through your right sit bone. Turn your chest to the sky. And inhale, reach back up to center. So reach up long with your arms and your side body, not your shoulders. And then reach up with your shoulders. So take your shoulders to your ears. Squeeze your ears with your shoulders. And then drop. One more time. Squeeze them up. And then drop them. Good. Inhale, reach up with your palms. Look up as you exhale, fold forward. So if this hurts your low back, then release your hands and bring them down. And then send them out in front of you. And otherwise, you can just hold it. My shoulders are not very open, so my fingers are wanting to come apart. Take another deep breath here. And then squeeze your belly, press your hands away from you, reach all the way back out. And then make a little circle with your hands. So try to keep them interlaced. Just trace a little circle. And then trace your circle the other way. And one more deep breath. Inhale, reach back up to center. Exhale, release. Come over onto your knees. So you don't need to sit back on your knees, but take your palms to the floor, shoulder width distance apart, fingertips turned towards your knees. And then rock yourself enough forward so that you can get your whole palm flat, spread your fingers wide, and start to sit your weight back a little bit. So as you do, you'll feel stretch through the front of your forearms. If it feels like too much pressure in your wrist, then just back off, come back forward again. Otherwise, try to keep the heels of your hands down. And take one more deep breath here. And then come forward and off your hands. Tuck your toes behind you and then sit back on your heels. So your heels are over the balls of your feet. The bottoms of your toes are on the floor. And so you might feel some stretching through the soles of your feet. If it hurts your knees to sit back on your feet, then don't do that. Take another deep breath here. And then take your hands forward, come off your toes. Keep the balls of your feet over your heel, under your heels, but tuck your toes. So now you're on the knuckles of your toes. So you're not on the tops of your feet. You're not down here. You're way up here, balls of your feet underneath your heels. And then sit your weight back. So for me, this one is a lot more painful. There are some people who don't find it painful, but if it's a lot of burning, it's okay. It's just your fascia stretching out, which is a good thing. And let's do about 3 more breaths. And so you might not be able to have all your weight back. You can have your hands forward. One more deep breath. Good. Hands forward, come off your toes, wiggle them around. And tuck your toes. If you can just take your weight back, let your feet separate, find your squat, your best version of your squat. So you may need to turn your toes out, you may need to take them further apart. And then once you feel like things have started to open up, see if you can walk your shoulders in front of your knees. So walk your hands out in front of you. Let your head and neck relax down. Take one more big deep breath here. And then walk your hands back. And keep your hands towards the floor. Take your hands to your shins. And toe heel your feet so they're just hips with distance apart. Bend your knees, rest your chest on your thighs. Relax your head and neck down. You can grab the backs of your ankles. You can grab opposite elbows. You could just let your hands hang. But the idea here is to keep your chest and your thighs connected. Roll your low belly back. And move your shoulders away from your ears. And then straighten your legs as much as you can without taking your chest off of your thighs. And take one more deep breath. And then inhale. And walk your hands forward. You may, depending on where you are in the mat, you may need to walk your feet back as well. So let's come into the top of a high push-up. So press up between your shoulder blades. Look in front of your fingertips. Hollow out your belly like your cat back. As you exhale, lift your hips up and back for downward facing dog. You can pedal out your heels. You can rock to the nice side edges of your feet. You can bend and unbend your knees. Take one more breath here. And then as you inhale, let's roll forward. Come back into the top of that high push-up. Look in front of your fingertips. As you exhale, lower down halfway. Point your elbows behind you. It's okay to drop to your knees. Inhale, push up to the top of your high push-up. Separate your shoulder blades. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, push up. Lead with your hips. Exhale, lower down. Inhale up, 2 more. Exhale down. Inhale up, last one. Exhale down. Inhale up, exhale, hips up and back. And one more big deep breath. And then listen, walk your hands back towards your feet. And as you get back here, bend your knees again, take your chest and your thighs together. Squeeze your low belly back, relax your head and neck. And on your next inhale, start to roll up. So squeeze your low belly back. Roll up one vertebrae at a time. Your head's the last thing to come up. And you get all the way up. Let's take a big bunny hop to the top of your mat. Ooh, almost fell. Toes and heels together. Hands together at heart center. Set your gaze off in front of the tip of your nose. As you inhale, sweep your arms out and overhead. Palms together, gaze up. Exhale, swan dive your arms, fold to the floor. Inhale, roll up for half lift. Reach the center of your chest forward, hands to your shins or fingertips to the floor. Exhale, step or hop your feet back. Top of a high push-up. Lower down halfway. Inhale, push straight up with your arms. Drop your hips, roll over your toes. Collarbones open. Exhale, tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. And that even deep breath. Squeeze your low belly back. Take one more big inhale. Equal exhale. Next inhale, look forward. Step or hop your feet up right into half lift. Look up. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up, palms together, gaze up. Exhale all the way down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant your palms. Step or hop back, lower down. Inhale, press up. Exhale, press back. Breathe for 3. Squeeze your quads if your legs are straight. Squeeze your low belly. Relax your head. 2. 1. Inhale, travel forward. Right into half lift. Exhale, fold. Let's do 2 more. Inhale all the way up. Exhale all the way down. Inhale, long spine, look up. Exhale, take it back. Lower down. Inhale, push up. Exhale, press back. One more big deep breath. Inhale, look forward, step or hop up. Half lift. Exhale, fold. One more, inhale all the way up. Exhale all the way down. Inhale, long spine, lift up. Exhale, take it back, lower down. Inhale up. Exhale back. Take just one big inhale. One long exhale. And listen, on your inhale, drop your knees to the mat. Bring your hands back underneath your shoulders. Take a couple rounds of cat and cow. So inhale, drops your belly. Lift your sit bones, chin and chest. Exhale, round everything away. Separate your shoulder blades, hollow out your belly. Push the floor away with your hands. Follow your own breath. Inhale, drop your belly. Exhale, catch your back. Keep going. Just take one more round. And then after your next exhale, find your cat back again. So hold your cat back. Tuck your toes. Hover your knees off the mat about an inch. Hold here. Look in front of your fingertips. Really make your cat back. 3 more breaths. And drop your knees down. You can untuck your toes. Lift your right leg up behind you. Keep the sole of your foot to the sky. Little pulses up for 10. Squeeze your glutes. 5, 3, 2, 1. Keep your leg lifted. Externally rotate it. So turn your leg out to the side and then internally rotate it. Drop the pointy part of your hip bone back to the floor. Good. Exhale, lift. Inhale, drop. Just 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Internally rotate your legs. Send your leg out behind you. Tuck the toes of your left foot. Press up and back for your downward facing dog. Keep your right leg lifted. Point your toes. Draw a line down. So keep your toes towards midline. So don't let your leg open up to the side yet. So just draw a line with your toe. Okay, for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, keep breathing, 2, 1. Good. Now take your leg out to 45 degrees. Externally rotate your legs. So now it's pointing to the back corner of your mat. Drop your toes down. Exhale, lift them up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Swing your leg back on center. On your exhale, bring your knee and your nose together. Rock your shoulders over your wrists. Inhale, leg up and back. Exhale, squeeze it together. Inhale, back. And 3 more. Together. And back. 2 more. Good. Last one. Bring it together. Hold it. Look between your hands, step your foot up, stay on the toes of your back foot, push your back heel away from you, squeeze your inner thighs together, and on your inhale, come all the way up. And as you exhale, drop your back heel, open up to the long side edge of your mat. Look over your front middle fingers. Good. Exhale, take your forearm to your thigh, sweep your left arm up and overhead. Try to bring your bicep by your cheek. Use your bottom hand to turn your chest to the sky. Keep pressing your front knee over the knife side edge of your front foot. Good. Inhale, windmill your hands to the mat. And then tuck the toes of your back foot. Sweep your front leg up and back. And then do a couple of handstand hops. So this, you're going to lead with your right leg. You might want to hop your foot in a little bit closer on this first hop. So hop up and maybe bring it a little bit closer to your hands. And see what happens if you try to keep your right leg internally rotated as you hop. So don't let it open, but keep your hips square. Okay. As you inhale, lead with your right leg. Push into the floor, hollow out your belly. See if you can get a little hang time as you hop up. And just try one more. And then as you come down, both feet step back, lower down halfway. Inhale, push up. Exhale, press back. As you inhale, lift your right leg up. As you exhale, step it to the outside of your right hand. So stay on the toes of your back foot. See if you can come down to your forearms. So for a breath or two, stay on the sole of your foot. I know you really want to drop open, and that feels really good, and we'll do that in a second, but stay up on the toes of your back foot and on the sole of your front foot. And you can wiggle back and forth or side to side. And then go ahead and drop your back knee down. So send it out behind you a little bit so that as you drop your hips forward and pull forward, you kind of drag your quad on the floor. And then go ahead and drop to the knife side edge of your front foot. If you want to wiggle from side to side, you can. And then come back through center. And just actually bring your foot over to midline. So bring it back between your hands. Stay on your back knee. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Come up. And palms together, gaze up. Squeeze your low belly back. And as you exhale, twist. So see if you can work your left upper arm, your left armpit to the outside of your right knee. And then squeeze your belly and try to lift your chest up to your thumb. Keep squeezing your inner thighs together and pressing your right foot down. And just try to set your gaze in one place. Take one more deep breath. And push into your front foot, squeeze your low belly, come up through center. Let's twist the other way. Take your right hand to the inside of your right foot. Push into the floor, stack your left shoulder open. Reach up to the sky. And one more big deep breath. Circle your left hand to the floor. Extend your right leg out in front of you. Flex your foot, spread your toes wide. You can bend and straighten your knee a couple times, taking your knee all the way to your chest. So if you do that, if you bend your knee and bring your chest to your thigh, keep them connected as you try to straighten out. So that might mean you don't straighten your leg all the way, and that's okay. Roll your low belly back off of your leg. And then wherever you are, hold what you got. Open your collarbones, relax your shoulders, relax your head. If your leg is straight, squeeze your quad. Go ahead and let it move away from your chest. And take one more big deep breath here. All the way into your back body. Long exhale. And then let's play with the Kundalini exit. So let your foot come a little closer to the right side edge of your mat. Both hands to the inside of your front foot. Tuck the toes of your back foot and hop it in about an inch. Try to work your right shoulder underneath your right knee. Walk your hands back. Notice that your hands are just shoulder width distance apart. And then as you bend your elbows back, extend at your front leg. If you can lift your back leg up off the mat. So if you're learning, if you're struggling, you don't have to straighten out your front leg. You can keep it bent. You can take your head all the way down to the floor. I think bending your leg is actually kind of harder because it's almost like you need that counterbalance. But, you know, sometimes it doesn't happen. So ask questions if you have them. Stay and play. When you're ready, find your downward facing dog. All right, when you're ready, we'll figure out how we started all that. Tabletop. Drop back down to your knees. So as we do this work on our hands and knees, try not to let your chest drop through your arms. So keep separating your shoulder blades and pushing into the floor with your hands. Left leg lifts up, knee stays bent, sole of your foot to the sky. Little pulses up. Breathe. Keep your leg and your hip internally rotated, pointing to the floor. Squeeze your low belly for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep it lifted. Externally rotate. Let your hips stack. Internally rotate on your inhale. And exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Try to keep your back thigh, your lifted leg, at parallel to the floor. So try not to let it drop too much as you internally rotate it. Just 5 more. 5, 4, engage your low belly. 3, 2, 1. Straighten your leg out behind you. Tuck the toes of your right foot. Press into the floor. Lift yourself up. And point your toes. Draw that line down the center. It's like your toes line up with your right heel. Inhale, lift. And down. Maybe it's exhale, lift. Okay. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Leg stays lifted. Take it out to the back corner of your mat. Externally rotate. So the inside edge of your foot's coming towards the floor. Lift it up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your leg back on center as you exhale. Knee and nose together. Shoulders over your wrists. Hollow out your belly. Inhale. Sweep it up and back. Exhale. Bring it forward. Inhale back. 3 more. Use your breath. Exhale it all out. Big inhale. 1 more. Last one, I think. Hold it. Look between your hands. Step your foot up. Stay on the toes of your back foot. Push through your heel. Squeeze your inner thighs. Inhale all the way up. And as you exhale, open up warrior 2. Well, we did. We did. Look over your front middle fingers. Turn your back toes in. And as you exhale, take your forearm to your thigh. Right bicep by your cheek. Turn your chest up. Have 1 more big deep breath. And then nail your hands to the mat around your front foot. sweep your front foot up and back. So handstand hop, leading with your left leg. And then you might want to hop your foot in just a little bit closer to your hands. And then inhale, hop up. Push the floor away, squeeze your belly. See if you can catch a little hang time. Really squeeze your belly as you hop. Really push the floor away. Try one more. And then step your feet back, lower down. Inhale up. Exhale back. Left leg lift. Step it forward into the outside of your left hand. Stay on the toes of your back foot. Sole of your left foot stays on the floor. Come down to your forearms if you can. Take one more deep breath here. And then drop your knee down, kind of drag it forward. Start to stretch out the front of your quad a little bit. Drop to the knife side edge of your front foot. And then you can wiggle. One more deep breath. And bring the sole of your foot back to the floor. Walk up to your hands, toe heel your foot on center. If I forgot something, I'm not sure if I did. Press into your front foot, squeeze your inner thighs together. Inhale, come up. Shoulders over hips. Squeeze your low belly. As you exhale, take the twist. Really try to work your armpit to the outside of your knee. Hook your elbow. Keep squeezing your low belly as you push into your palms and lift your chest up to your thumbs. Set your gaze in one spot. Good. And then on your inhale, squeeze your inner thighs and your low belly. Press into your front foot. Come up through center. Exhale. Left hand on the inside of your left foot. Push into the floor. Reach your right arm up. Try to stack your shoulders. One more deep breath. Circle your hands to the floor. Bring your front foot. Extend it to your knee. Flex your foot. Spread your toes wide. Fold yourself down. And if you want to bend your knee into your chest, take a couple rocks forward and back. And then hold the straight leg. Squeeze your quad. Squeeze your low belly. Relax your head and neck. One more big deep breath. And as you inhale, bring the sole of your foot back to the floor. Tuck the toes of your back foot. Lift your knee up off the mat. Hop your foot in a little bit closer. Try to work your left shoulder underneath your left knee. Hand, shoulder width distance apart. So you can try toe heeling your feet out to the diagonal and then bend your elbows back. And try for the lift. Sounds like someone made it. And then when you're ready, you can play. You can ask questions. Make your way back to downward facing dog when you're done. On your inhale, look between your hands, step or hop through to a seat, and find your Navasana. So we're going to do Ardha Navasana. I really want you to focus on keeping your legs still. If that means you need to take your toes down to the floor, to keep your legs from moving. And what I mean is, I don't want you to do this. So they're gonna move a little bit because your whole body's moving, but just so that it's not this big bend and unbend of your knees. And if you're finding that it just doesn't work for you to hold your legs out and try to make that happen, then try with your toes down. Squeeze your inner thighs together. If you move your feet further away, it makes it a little bit harder. The closer in is a little bit easier. Just see what you need to do to make it work. But as you inhale, roll down, head and shoulders stay off the mat. Exhale, squeeze your inner thighs, come up to your thighs. Inhale, roll down. Exhale, up. 3 more. And 2 more. So don't use your hands. Take your toes down if you need to. It's going to be the better way to build strength. Good. Roll all the way down. Straighten out your legs. Arms over your head. Reach really long. As you exhale, sweep your arms out to the sides and come up. Touch your toes. Inhale, everything lowers, arms overhead. 5 of those. Exhale up. Touch your toes. Inhale, lower with control. Exhale up. Inhale, lower. 2 more. Good. Pull your knees into your chest. Give yourself a little break. We're going to do that again. When you're ready, rock up. Find your Navasana. And inhale. Roll down. Exhale, roll up. And for 4, 3, 2, 1. Everything lowers, arms over your head. Inhale. Exhale, lift. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. 3, 4, 5. And take a rest. All right. One more time. And it's so much better when you guys aren't here. Nobody complains. You're all muted.
Because I have no.
Rock up. Good. Find your Navasana. 5, just 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Everything lowers. Exhale. Everything lifts. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Up. And down. Oh, you did it. You can bring the soles of your feet to the floor if you want, and windshield wiper your knees. And pull your knees into your chest. And then rock up and down the length of your spine. Come all the way up, move over your knees, step or hop back. Lower yourself all the way down to the floor. And then just bring your elbows under your shoulders. Reach your legs out behind you. Tops of your feet stay on the mat. Pelvis presses down. Spread your fingers wide and then pull yourself forward with your forearms. So pull your chest through your arms. Ground down through your pelvis. So you're really kind of pulling those 2 points apart. And push down into your elbows. Open your collarbones. Reach out through your feet. Take another deep breath. And if you want to take it further, lift your elbows up off the mat and take a deeper back bend. Let's go ahead and do this. Drop yourself back down and shake your hips out. Just drop down enough so that you can get a release in your low back. And then let's walk it out. Bring your forehead down to the floor, hands under your shoulders. So your pelvis is going to stay down, your legs are going to stay down, the tops of your feet are going to stay down. And as you inhale, lift up. Keep your pelvis down. So only lift up as far as you can keep your pelvis down. If it hurts your low back, don't lift up as far. Reach your feet away from you. Exhale, roll down. Forehead to the floor, shake your hips out if you need to release your back muscles. And then walk your hands about half a hand up. Same thing, pelvis down, tops of your feet, press into the floor and reach out long. Inhale, lift up. Keep your pelvis down. And exhale, roll down. Shake your hips out if you need. Walk your hands half a hand up. Pelvis down, bottom half of your body ground. Inhale, press up. So try to bring more of your belly down. As we move hands out, or you can come onto your forearms. It's killing my hands. You can drop your belly down. Not you can drop your belly down. Drop your belly down. So we're trying to move this arch in your back further up. And the further up we get, the harder it's going to be because we just don't have a lot of movement in our upper spine, which is okay. Lower down, shake your hips out. And then this time, let's come onto forearms. So bring them just in front of your shoulders, not just in front, a good bit in front. Palms down. Press your pelvis down, out through your feet. Pull your collarbones open. Drop your belly. So, I mean, for me, this is getting me to about the bottoms of my ribs. Those last bottom ribs are kind of reaching to the floor. Pull with your hands, drag your pelvis forward. Good. And then drop back down. Shake it out. And then we are going to have to come up onto hands. So take your hands a little bit more forward. Go ahead and drop down so that the bottom ribs are on the floor. Walk your hands out to wherever they need to be for that to happen. Press your hands down into the floor. Pull your chest through. Press your belly down. Ooh, hello, lats. Good. Exhale. Roll down. Shake it out. We probably only have about one more spot we can get into. Walk your hands a hand forward. Good. So I feel like almost the whole middle of my rib cage is on the floor. It's okay if you don't come up very far. More important to press your palms down and pull your chest through. Imagine reaching up with the center of your chest. Press your ribs down into the floor. And then exhale, lower down. Shake it out. All right, let's take your right hand out to the right, left hand under your shoulder. Look towards your right hand. Bring your thumb in line with your nose, and then roll over onto your right side. So let your head and your neck relax down to the floor. Imagine your armpit just dropping completely open to the floor. the top leg. You can bring the sole of your foot to the floor if that's comfortable. If it's not, you can keep it stacked. I don't really care so much what you do with your top leg and your top arm. I really want you to focus on a deep, deep stretch on your bottom arm. So maybe even lift your bottom ribs up and move them to the side of the mat, the other side of the mat away from you. You're really trying to increase that stretch, and then relax.
Like a mammogram.
What?
Reminds me of the mammogram.
Oh my God. It's not that painful. And as you inhale, come back through center. Switch out arms. Left arm out to the side. Make sure that your arm is high enough so that's thumb in line with your nose, and then roll over. Again, try to relax, and maybe even pull your bottom ribs forward. And the big feet back. And inhale, come back through center. You can pull your heels in towards your glutes. Bring your forehead to the floor. So as long as this doesn't hurt your knees, reach back and catch the tops of your feet or your ankles. And press your pelvis down, and then press your knees away from you. Pull your heels in towards your glutes. And so you might feel some stretching through the fronts of your quads. If you don't, really press your pelvis down. See if you can get the stretch to move to your quads. Take one more deep breath. And then as you inhale, kick into your feet. Kick so hard it carries your chest up. Good. And then if you can, lift your knees up off the mat. And kick, kick, kick. Hold it. Breathe for 3. Lift your knees. Kick into your hands. Squeeze your shoulders together. 2. 1. Release down. Release your feet. You can windshield wiper your feet from right to left, or just shake your hips out. Good. As you inhale, hands under your shoulders. Press up and back. Take your hips to your heels. You can take your knees apart or keep them together. What feels good to you? Take one more breath here. And then come up onto hands and knees again. So spread your fingers wide, hands underneath your shoulders. And start to bend your elbows back and bring the crown of your head to the floor. So when you do, you may need to walk your knees in. And then look back at your hands. So we're looking to have 90-degree angles at your wrists, at your elbows, and at your shoulders. Move your shoulders away from your ears, press down into your hands, and then press down into your head. So the crown of your head is on the floor, but you're not resting on it. You're really pushing your head down so that you're engaging all of your neck muscles and keeping everything long. So you could stay right here with your knees on the mat. If you want to take it further, see if you can lift your knees up off the mat and maybe walk your toes in a little bit. So if this hurts your neck or if you have neck issues, then maybe just don't do this. If you know where you're going, you can go up into tripod headstand. You can take your knees to the backs of your arms. I don't really even care so much if you go onto a headstand. I just want you to take your head to the floor and feel that pressure at the crown of your head. Feel stable. Take about 5 more breaths here. So whatever it is you want to do, if you've had enough on your neck, take yourself down. Notice that you don't let your elbows splay apart. One more big deep breath. And if you're up, find the halfway point. And then hop your feet back. Good. Drop your knees to the mat. Take child's pose again. And then come up enough so that if your knees are apart, you can bring them together. And then fold down again. Bring the crown of your head to the floor and your forehead to your knees. So you may need to lift your hips up a little to make that happen. Reach back and catch your heels with your hands. And then as you lift your hips up, pull on your heels and keep your head to your knees. So lift up with your hips, pull with your hands. Lift up with your hips, pull with your hands. Roll your low belly back towards your spine. Find that balance point between pulling and lifting. One more deep breath. Exhale, release back down. Take a breath here. And then hands down in front of you, tuck your toes. Lift your hips up and back. Downward facing dog. On your inhale, look between your hands, step or hop through to a seat. Inhale, lift the center of your chest up. Exhale, fold forward. You take any bind you want. Bend your knees into your chest or press your thighs into the floor. Wherever you are, squeeze your low belly back. Let your head and neck relax. One more big deep breath. And inhale, find your half lift, reach the center of your chest forward. And exhale, stay here. See if you can bring your left elbow to the outside of your right thigh. So however, far down you are is fine. We're just trying to find a twist. So use your hands however you need to so that you can twist your chest to the right side. And then if you can fold down. You can, if you can, reach and catch the outside edge of your right foot. Squeeze your belly and your quads, and then see if you can reach over your head and catch the knife side edge of your left foot. Returning your chest up to the sky. Try to keep rolling your low belly back. Take one more deep breath. Relax your head down. And then unwind yourself through center. Take a breath. And inhale, half lift. Reach the center of your chest forward. Look up. Exhale to the left. Twist yourself. Turn your chest to the left side. And then fold down as much as you can. See if you can catch the outside of your left foot. Squeeze your belly, press your thighs down. See if you can catch the knife side of your right foot. And one more big deep breath. And then inhale, unwind, fold yourself through center one more time. See if you've made any space. Squeeze your belly. Relax your head. Take a big inhale. Feel it all the way in your back ribs. Long exhale. Good. Inhale, half lift. Reach the center of your chest forward. Look up. Exhale, release your bind. Let's take the half vinyasa. So pull your knees into your chest, plant your palms down mid-thigh. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, touch yourself down, roll over your knees. Step or hop back, lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Jump through to a seat again. Good. Let's take, what time is it? Okay. Let's turn a little bit to the long side edge of your mat. Pull your right heel in towards your body. Fold forward. Just fold forward just for a breath. Let's go ahead and do this for a second. Fold forward, stay here. And then as you inhale, see if you can rock forward onto your right knee and the sole of your left foot. And then bring your knee in line with the middle of your left foot. And then see if you can walk yourself down. So maybe come down onto your forearms. And then if you can, let your knee and your foot slide away from one another. Try to keep the sole of your left foot on the mat. And you can rock a little bit back and forth. So you don't want to come too far forward because you'll come out of the stretch. And if you need to, you can roll your mat up for extra cushion under your knee. Good. And then try to move your foot away a little bit further. Take one more deep breath. Walk your hands back, come up onto your hands. Bring your right heel back in towards your body and sit down again. I don't know if that works for everybody or not, but fold forward again. You should have made some space. Hopefully you made some space. Not you should have, hopefully. And then walk over towards your left leg. And find that side stretch again. See if you can reach your right arm up and over your head as you turn your chest to the sky. Reach for the knife side edge of your foot. Extend your right sit bone back down. Use this left elbow to turn your chest to the sky. We're not going to stay forever. Take one more deep breath. And before we come out of it, turn to face your leg. So try to square your chest towards your leg now, as if you would line up your nose in the midline of your torso with your leg. Fold yourself down. One more big deep breath. Inhale, roll yourself through center, fold down, take a breath. And as you inhale, roll yourself right back up. And let's just switch legs. Point your right toes to the sky, fold forward. Notice what it feels like in your inner thigh. And then as you inhale, rock forward, lift your hips up. Bring the middle of your foot in line with your knee. Come down to your forearm. See if you can let your knee and your foot slide apart. Try to tuck your tailbone and take some rocks back and forth. One more big deep breath. And then inhale, hands back up underneath your shoulders. Squeeze your left heel forward. Sit your hips back. Fold straight forward over your legs again. And then as you inhale, stay low. Walk over to your right leg. Right forearm down. Reach over your head. See if you can catch your foot. It's over there somewhere. Turn your chest to the sky. Send your left hip bone down. One more big deep breath. And then turn your chest to face your legs. Hands frame your right leg. Hold yourself forward. One more big deep breath. And inhale, walk back through center, fold over your legs for the breath. Inhale, walk your hands back, roll yourself up. Good. Let's just turn around, step your left foot back, lower down halfway. Inhale, press up. Exhale, press back. Inhale, jump through to a seat. Lay all the way down. Soles of your feet to the floor. Just 3 little lifts. We're not going to hold them. We've already done back bends. But just to kind of reset your pelvis. So feet hips width distance apart, palms flat, heels are close enough that you can touch them. Inhale, lift up. Top of your inhale. Squeeze your glutes, squeeze your pelvic floor, squeeze your inner thighs together. Exhale, roll down. Inhale, roll up. Good squeeze. Exhale, roll down. Last one. Inhale, roll up. Squeeze it, hold. 3, 2, really squeeze your pelvic floor. Make that Kegel sensation. 1, roll down. Good. Reach your legs out long. Hands by your sides. As you inhale, lift both legs up and over your head. Or you can take them to the floor. Take your hands to your low back and then lift your legs up to the sky. And squeeze your glutes so that your pelvis reaches towards your face and your heels reach towards the windows. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Keep looking up at your toes. Try to get elbows and shoulders close together. Your breath is still even and long. Just one more big deep breath. And then drop your toes to the floor behind your head. If your toes touch and it feels okay to release your low back and release your fingers. Keep your elbows and your shoulders close together. Squeeze your low belly. Squeeze your pelvic floor. So if you're not holding your low back and it feels okay, see if you can release your hands and take your hands towards your toes. And if you can, take your toes to your fingertips. Squeeze your low belly back. And if you can get your toes to your fingertips, see if you can walk them towards the palms of your hands. And if you can get your toes to the palms of your hands, see if you can take your toes to your wrists. And then as you're ready, start to roll yourself down one vertebrae at a time. You can use your hands to slow you down. You can use your hands to weigh down your legs. However this feels good to you. Take your time. And as you get all the way down, pull your right knee into your chest. Give it a squeeze. So really press your left thigh down as you pull your right knee in. And as you exhale, drop your knee over to the right. Look to the left. And turn your chest up to the sky. And then inhale, come back through center, switch out your legs. And now press your right thigh down as your left thigh pulls in. And then drop it all the way over to the right. Look to the left. See if you can bring your right ribs around to face the sky. And then inhale, brings you back up to center. Pull your knees into your chest, wrap your arms around your shins. Squeeze everything together. Round your eyes up towards your knees. Make yourself into a tight, tight, tight little ball. Give it a good squeeze. And then just let it go. Reach your legs out long. Take them mat width distance apart. Let your toes drop out to the sides. Turn your palms up. Move your arms away from your body wherever is comfortable. Don't worry about taking up some space. And then just check in with your body real quick. Do you need to wiggle anything around? Do you need to rearrange? Is there a place that if you move, you can be more comfortable, you can relax a little bit more? And let go of the control of your breath. Let it fall back into its natural rhythm. And see if you can take such a step back. Can you let go and nest? Can you let your awareness just float above your body so that as you have thoughts pop up, maybe you just see them as leaves in the river. And so you see them and they're there, and you acknowledge them and you have them, but you don't reach out and grab them. You don't get attached to them. You just watch them float by. Gently start to bring your awareness back into your body. Deepen inhales and exhales. Wiggle fingers and toes. Circle ankles and wrists. As you're ready, reach your arms out overhead, stretch lungs and fingertips to toes. Pull your knees into your chest, give them one last squeeze. And as you're ready, rock to your right or to your left and press up to your feet. If you set an intention before, bring that back to mind. Bring your palms to heart center, close your eyes. We'll end with 1 round of Om, 3 rounds of Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. May you live with ease. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thanks for coming out.
Thank
Thanks for
you.
meeting me.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
Hello. Hi. How's it going?
Good.
Oh,
Wow.
nice to see you guys. Hey,
You
Ashley.
too.
Hi.
Hey.
Oh, there's your pup. Hey, Amber.
That's all the puppies. Oh my goodness, Amber. Everybody has their puppies. Oh, he's off. Oh, thank you, Anne-Marie. That was wonderful. So good to
Thank
see
you,
everyone.
Jessie.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is nice.
it is really nice. There's Linus. Linus is here. He's waiting for his dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
That is so funny.
Aw. Oh, Tucker says hello. Tucker, what?
Oh, hey, Tucker.
Anne-Marie says
Oh,
hello.
we said
Tucker.
hi.
Everybody says hi. Oh, I love you
wanna
all.
come sing a song
Thank
for
you
us?
so much.
Hey, does Tucker want to come sing a song for us?
Oh my gosh, Tucker, do you want to come sing a song for us? No, he says.
Oh man, we almost had it, guys. We
I
almost
know.
had it. We'll ask him again. Maybe he'll
He's
change
been
his
building his
mind.
bow and arrows all day long. He's like stayed outside.
Oh,
It's amazing. And done his
oh,
homework.
that's awesome.
But yeah, it's really sweet. Yeah, so.
And that pollen doesn't bother him. I'm so
No,
jealous.
it doesn't.
Oh.
It doesn't.
That's good.
I know.
Is it getting you, Amber?
Yeah.
Yes, the 6th highest recorded pollen count or something.
I know. I saw that. It's
Yellow.
getting me.
I believe it. I feel it in my throat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do too.
Yeah. Linus. Well,
Thank you, Emery.
Bye, guys. I love you.
love you
I
so
love
much.
you
See you
too.
tomorrow.
Bye. Take care.
Bye.